by about the age of 14 or 15, I decided I want to be a lawyer. I went into practice law in the early 1980s. I practiced law till 1999 when I started here. One day my daughter, Ellen, said to me, "Hey, Dad, did you see," she was in college, and she said, "Did you see this ad in the Tribune for a full-time law teacher at Joliet Junior College?" And I said, "Oh, no, it sounds interesting." And she said, "Well, you should apply." And I said, "Well, I'll think about it. My sons would say, anything my daughter asks me to do, I'll do. I thank my daughter in retrospect because it was the right thing to do. I'm a great Beatle fan. The Beatles, to me, are able to cover every aspect of life. There's a song about any emotion, any event, anything, the Beatles do it.
What Bill is trying to do is really work hard to get students to do critical inquiry into the subject matter. And I think some of that could be his former training as a lawyer, this idea of kind of Socratic questioning and reasoning, but it's great that he's able to bring that to his students here.
Very early on in my career here, probably because of my background in law, I got kind of recruited in to serve on the union board, the faculty union board.
Bill brought an incredible amount of understanding of the law, understanding of contracts, understanding of how the state law impacted us and things.
This is how we know Bill well, is we ended up all being on the union negotiation thing for 20 years. And when you're in the negotiations, you're spending hundreds of hours a week together.
If you ever want to be a great institution, you have to realize three things. What drives you economically? Then you have to say, is there something you're passionate about? But the third thing is find something you can be best in the world at, the best in the world. Nobody can be more accessible. No college in the world, not Harvard, not Yale, nobody can be more accessible than Joliet Junior College. Let's do a 9 hours credit instead of 3 hours. Let's do 9 hours in one night. Student come one night, get 9 credit hours. Dramatically reduce their completion time. So they get 18 hours done in a year instead of 6 hours done in a year. So today, most of our classes are those hybrid classes. Many of them are 8-week classes. Almost all classes have some kind of online component to them.
One of the things where you can really see Bill's innovation is when we look at how many certificates and degrees JJC offers fully online. We have about 13 of those items. 9 of the 13 are in Bill's area. It all serves to help students matriculate more quickly. One of the most successful projects at this institution in that regard is a collaboration between Bill's Department of Business and our Department of Adult Education. So in this particular project, students are co-enrolled in their adult ed coursework at the same time they're enrolled in our supply chain management entry-level certificate. So students can complete both things at the same time.
So I'm real proud of that because it's a great opportunity for students to finish their high school diploma and at the same time have a career credential that they can use.
He's one of a as far as having that kind of intensity for finding new ways of doing things.
Always, what can I do to make sure that we're delivering high quality instruction to as many students as possible?
Sometimes people say, like, I've made my contribution, I'm going to take my oars out of the water and just kind of float along until it's time to retire. Bill's oars are fully down in the water and he is rowing furiously.
If you have an enthusiasm for it, it spills over. It's one of the great rewards here that we're constantly able to help students in so many different ways. And when you talk to a student who's kind of lost and then at some point they get it, it's really a rewarding feeling to do that.